There's a real parallel between what our thoughts were with starting DCI and the concept of offering quality of care across the board for us started at the point that the patient needed dialysis. So what Doug is doing now is very interesting to me because he's taking that from that point and pushing it back. And he's saying we need to offer better care for patients with kidney problems before they need dialysis, so that hopefully they never will need dialysis if we take care of things right, or if they do, they make a smoother landing on the dialysis field, or if they have somebody in the family or a living donor, friend or whatever, they need to get that transplant before they ever walk through the door of a dialysis unit. So, you know, it's the same parallel kind of concept that he has moved it back and taken that extra step. And I think that's for a better, it's cool, man. That is really a very interesting approach to things. That is, it really works. And it's something we need to do more with. And if I'm reading Doug correctly, that is exactly what the plan is. We can't ignore what we're already doing, of course, but we can use some of those resources to help those patients. And boy, if we don't need to get them onto dialysis, that's a win. That's a terrific win. So, you know, so I think balance was the kind of thing, but everything that Doug has, was in complete, I was very supportive of it. It sure wasn't my idea, no question about that. It was Doug's idea, but certainly a very, very good one.
It was not my idea. It was Bill Peckham's idea.
So I had the great fortune of being invited on that Rogue River trip. And for me, being so new to kidney care, I had come to work for DCI because I believed in the mission of the company. Having such a patient-centered focus, every decision made was based on what was right for patients. And being a true nonprofit. Putting dollars, investing dollars to better patient care. And so to have the opportunity to go on this Rogue River trip, it was humbling and inspiring to hear about the care experience through Bill's and Dan's own lived experience.
When we started the trip, my first thought was, they're going to put dialysis machines on a raft and we're going to go down the rapids. How can I turn down this opportunity? And so I was so excited for that opportunity. I also was, to be honest, I was feeling pretty good about DCI. So the USRDS had been coming out with reports probably at that point for about 5 years, and every year they had shown that our outcomes were the best of the national providers. We had the lowest mortality rates, we had the lowest hospitalization rates. And so I was like, we're good. We are in good shape. I'm really excited to be a part of this company that has such incredible outcomes. As we talked every night during the trip, they talked about the problems with kidney care and how broken the system was. And that kidney care really was only dialysis care. Dialysis care really was only in-center dialysis care. And the care was really built around how to efficiently take care of a large number of patients instead of taking each individual and finding out how to allow them to have the best life possible. And so we were on this trip in which Bill and Dan were showing what life could be like for someone on dialysis. Here they were not letting anything get in the way, putting their machines on the raft, still enjoying going down the Rogue River. But then it became very clear that both Bill and Dan were probably 0.01% of the individuals receiving dialysis care who could do something like this. And as we were learning more and more about what their thoughts were and what was going on, they were basically saying, we have a problem, and Doug, you are part of the problem. DCI is part of the problem. And that was tough. That was really hard. We need to listen to people receiving care, people with kidney disease. We need to listen and learn from other nonprofit providers of kidney care. And each step of the way be open to finding a different way to approach care. There was an afternoon where Bill sat down and he just talked about what kidney care could be like. And all of us on the trip, we were on the other side of the camera and we were just listening.
This was kind of a test run for rafting, and there's really, you can start thinking about going down the Colorado, which that seems like a daunting thing. But I had never thought about going down the Colorado, but now I think it's possible. I think we can do it. Take a 14-day trip and, see. I think it'll work.
Yeah, we would have packed more dialysate, made it a longer trip. Definitely. That's all I changed though. I mean, it was the absolute perfect trip.
20 years ago, I wouldn't have thought I'd still be on dialysis and just out in the wilderness, but you just don't know. So you have to just keep dialyzing and you'll be surprised what you can do.
It was so inspiring to hear him share his thoughts. And it was more, the sense that I had was, it was more Bill saying, this is the type of care that someone who needs to be on dialysis should receive. This is the type of life I would like to see for more individuals on dialysis. And it wasn't so much talking about how you get to that point, it was more, we just need to do a better job of seeing patients as people and allowing them to have the best quality of life possible. And more than anything, this is the life that a person on dialysis should be able to have. It shouldn't be that unusual that two people put their dialysis machines on a raft and go down the road. It should just be a normal occurrence.